Father, we thank you for blessing all the people for coming in to worship you today. Thank you for the safe road. We pray that you be with the people that are not here today. Okay, can I get everybody to stand up so I can do the Torah blessing? Bless the Lord who is to be blessed. Blessed be the Lord who is to be blessed forever and ever. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe. You chose us from all people, giving us your Torah. You are the blessed one who gave us the Torah. I will be reading from Exodus chapter 23. I'll be reading verse 1 through 9. You shall not utter a false report. You shall not join hand with a wicked man to be a malicious witness. You shall not follow a multitude to do evil, nor shall you bear witness in a suit, turning aside after a multitude, so as to pervert justice. Nor shall you be partial to a poor man in his suit. If you meet your enemy's ox or his ass going astray, you shall bring it back to him. If you see the ass of one who hates you lying under his burden, you shall refrain from leaving him with it. You shall help him to lift it up. You shall not pervert the justice due to your poor in his suit. Keep far from the false charge, and do not slay the innocent and righteous. For I will not acquit the wicked, and you shall take no bribe, for the bribe blinds the official, and subvert the cause of those who are in the right. You shall not oppress a stranger. You know the heart of a stranger, for you were stranger in the land of Egypt. The Torah blessing after. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe. You gave us your true instruction and planted everlasting life in our midst. You are the blessed one who gave us the Torah. You may be seated. I want to talk to you about false witness. Definition is someone who gives a false report, a false information. So, I'm going to tell you one of my little stories. Anthony, you out there? Yeah, you are. Anthony always enjoyed my stories. When I was in college, I worked on a maintenance crew. It was Jim, Jeff, and I, and Herschel was our boss. We all had been working together for about 3 years, and we got to know each other pretty good. In those 3 years, we steamed carpet, mixed chemicals, strip, and wax floors. One year, we had to strip and wax the gymnasium. It took about 2-3 weeks. I don't know which one it was, because the wax smelled so good, and I slept pretty good. At the end of the 3rd year, Herschel, my boss, was being forced to retire. He was angry. They forced him to train a replacement. He brought in a guy named Don. Herschel gave Don to us to train. Don didn't know how to use a vacuum cleaner. After about a week working with Don, Jim, Jeff, and I talked about how we were doing all the work, teaching Don, who was to be our new boss. Don was watching us do all the work and getting paid more. Sounds a lot like our government. Jim, Jeff, and I decided we need to talk to Herschel, that this wasn't going to work. The guys elected me to talk to Herschel. I said, no. If we're going to talk to Herschel, we'll do it together. So we went to talk to Herschel, and I told Herschel we would like to talk to him about Don. Herschel looked at Jim and Jeff and said, you got a problem with Don? They said no. And they said they didn't know what I was talking about. I was surprised. Except for Herschel, we were all being trained to be ministers. They had left me on my own. Herschel and I raised our voices to each other, and there was no winning with him. I like Herschel, so I backed off. Our friendship wasn't the same anymore. And I didn't hang around with Jim and Jeff anymore either. After a little time had passed, I went to work someplace else. There are going to be people who you can't count on. You will find out when they are under pressure. When people betray you or lie about you, face it, deal with it, let it go, and move on. If you don't let it go, you will be stuck in the moment. You can't move on. But I would encourage you to be true to yourself and give everyone your good friendship. Because there will be people out there, 1 out of 10, that will not fail you. Thanks for listening in.